Hey, what's up, people? This is Panaorios, and welcome back to the Forgotten City. So it is time for us to start our investigation and see which one of the citizens of this place is going to break the golden rule. Now, the magistrate in the last episode said there were 22 people here, so that's quite a bit of people to talk to, but he did give us a lead on the first person. We need to talk to Lucretia? Yeah, in the Shrine of Apollo. But I was doing some looking around in one of the rooms downstairs, and I got a note. Let's see if I can actually find the note. Yeah, a note from Scintilla, I think it was. So, Scintilla to Cynthius and Cynthia. May Clementia give you the strength to forgive me. I'm sorry to have to leave you this way, but I have found a way to escape, and I must take it. I hope we meet again someday. So, it looks like Scintilla has decided to escape. Now, we don't know what this escape is. We don't know if escaping will break the golden rule, but we do possibly have our first lead. Let's see who this is. Stranger, who are you?
Ugh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here. What do you want?
Yeah, this woman told me to get out of her room. It's one of the rooms in this building, so we'll see who she is. What's your story?
I'm Cynthia, eldest daughter of the magistrate.
Cynthia.
But you'd know that if you'd been invited in here and introduced properly. What are you doing in here? And why are you dressed like that?
I have been invited, you just don't know that. I'm not from around here. Charming. I'm not from around here.
I'd never have noticed, what with your flawless accent, appropriate attire, and impressive mastery of our customs. Now, remind me, why are we having this conversation?
Do you know a way out of here?
Ugh, what is it with you people? You heard the rumor that my little sister escaped and figure I must know a way out too. Is that it? Well, that's just a stupid rumor. We have no idea what happened to Scintilla. I wish you mouth breathers would just leave me alone.
So Scintilla's already gone. Okay. Let's talk about something else. Can I help?
I don't know. Can you? Can you tell me how a person could have disappeared from a city with no exits and no crime? Was she snatched away by the harpies?
When did you last see her?
It was 3 weeks ago. We ate our evening meal together, and I remember she seemed happy. In love. We went into our rooms, I went to sleep, and when I woke up, she was gone. That's it.
Did she have a boyfriend? Or a girlfriend?
I think so, yes. But she was very careful about keeping his identity a secret, even from me.
Why is that?
Our father had plans to marry her off, eventually, and even a rumor about her attachment to some mystery man might have ruined those plans.
Okay. Your father didn't mention any of this when I spoke to him. Any idea why?
That doesn't surprise me. To him, it was like a prize cow wandering off from its paddock. He's upset, of course, but he says he's too busy with the election to help look for her, so he's letting Horatius do the heavy lifting. Some good that's done.
Is it possible her lover was involved?
I don't know, but it's been 3 weeks since she disappeared, and he hasn't come forward. That might speak to a guilty conscience. All I know is, whoever he is, he's still here in the city.
That kind of sucks. Don't know who he is, he hasn't come forward. Cynthius, Cynthia, and Scintilla. Why are all your names so similar?
You really aren't from here, are you? All Roman women are named after their fathers. I think it's their way of branding us, like cattle to be sold at market. His family name is Centius, so I'm Centia because I'm the eldest, and my little sister is formerly Centia Minor, but she is affectionately known as Scintilla.
Cynthia Minor? That's ridiculous. You look surprisingly relaxed about your sister's disappearance.
I hope you're not insinuating I'm somehow pleased with her disappearance.
Just an observation, are you? I think you know something you're not telling me. Bluff. Just an observation.
You must know, I'm here because my father has forbidden me from leaving the villa. I couldn't bear to lose you too, he says, as if he loves me, and not because he needs at least one daughter he can trade off.
Alright, fair enough. That's all the questions
so
I had.
help me find her.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you. You should probably take a look through her room. It's the one just by the front door. Maybe you'll find something the rest of us missed.
Alright, let's talk about her escape plan. I found a letter in her room which mentions her plan to escape. This letter was on her pillow. I don't know why you all didn't see this.
What? Really? I swear, I searched her room top to bottom and never saw that.
No, you didn't.
I wonder how I could have missed it. Strange.
It was on her pillow.
Well done, I suppose. But it's odd. It was only a few months ago that Centilla's friend Yulia let slip she was planning an escape of her own. And yet, Yulia's still here. You should go and speak with her. Find out if she knows anything. She lives in the villa next door.
Alright, cool. Nice to meet you, Cynthia. So Cynthia's room is right here. She wanted me to get out of here. I don't know if she cares now. Ooh, her journal. Dear Diary, today my father suggested I write a diary as a way of keeping myself occupied while we deal with the sudden and devastating disappearance of my sister. As a dutiful daughter, of course I shall oblige. The following pages contain my innermost secrets. Reading mode? Oh, that works. Actually, no, that doesn't work. Let's go to the next page. I know you're reading this, Father. I may be young, but do not think me stupid. We're all entitled to our secrets, Cynthia. Alright. Well, we got her journal. I wonder if that's... Nope, we're not going to steal her money. Vial, examine. A small vial containing a rudimentary perfume made of oils, flowers, and oil. Bust. Sculpture of Ares. Okay. Nothing inside of here. Cosmetic jar. Containing some sort of powder for makeup. Brass mirror. Used for applying makeup, obviously. Alright, I think we're all set to go. Let's go check out Scintilla's room again. Cosmetic jar, vial, brass mirror. Same stuff. Vial. Same type of liquid. Yep, flowers and oil. Ink jar. Made from soot and water. Okay. I don't think I can crouch. Oh, I can crouch. Nope, nothing else in here. Alright, let's go. I don't know where else I would look for her, but we'll keep an eye out. Find out what's distressing Lucretia. Figure out what happened to Scintilla. Ask Lulia. Alright, we have to go find Yulia. We'll do that later. Let's talk to you. Nope, we already talked to you. Magistrate. Who are you? You're a stranger until I know your name.
What were you two talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't play dumb. I saw you. Having a shady little chat with old man Sentius up on his balcony. What's he offering you? Money? Favours? What's your vote worth to him?
He wasn't trying to buy my vote. We weren't talking about the election. What's it worth to you? We weren't talking about the election.
What else would you be murmuring about on election day? Mark my words, Panaorios is going to be magistrate by the end of the day. And if I tell him you've sided with that feeble old has-been, that you've been trying to undermine his hard-won victory, you'll have picked the wrong patron. Got it?
Got it. I don't want any trouble. I don't care about the election. I wasn't thinking of interfering, but now I am. I don't care about the election.
Then stay out of it. Nobody likes caput murde foreigners interfering in an election.
Caput murde? Mind if I ask some questions? Thanks for the warm welcome. Let me ask you some questions. What's your name?
The name's Demetrius. You want to get to Panaorios, you go through me.
Okay. Why are you dressed like a gladiator?
Too bad. He's busy. Unless... No. You don't look like you could afford it.
Afford
I'm
what?
glad you asked. See, he's a busy man, and this is an important day. He'll be inside practicing his victory speech for tonight. Left me strict instructions he doesn't want to be disturbed. So if you want to see him, I'll need something valuable in return.
How about 100 denarii? Here's 10 denarii. Alright, what do you want? What do you want?
Something good.
Isn't soliciting bribes a sin?
Bribe? That's such an ugly word. What I'm looking for is more of a tribute to me, your soon-to-be patron.
I'll see what I can do. Alright, we'll come back.
Just make it good.
Do you know of a way out of here? What do you think of the golden rule? Who are you going to vote for? I need to speak to Yulia. Where is she?
I carried her to Lucretia's clinic this morning. Shrine of Apollo.
Oh, awesome.
She was acting sick. Faking it, if you ask me. Typical.
Alright, we're gonna go see that in a second. What do you think of the golden rule?
I think it's gone on long enough, and Panaorios is gonna put an end to it once he's elected.
Can I help in some way? How's he going to do that?
He's going to announce it in his victory speech. Just you wait and see.
Why can't you tell me now? Can I help in some way?
We've already lined up the votes he needs to win. Just stay out of our way, and we won't have a problem.
Alright, that's all I wanted to know.
Whatever. Just remember, I'll be watching.
Alright, see you later, Domitius. Let's go find Lucretia. Alright, we got a guy here. I'm going to ignore these guys. Let's get to Lucretia. We'll talk to everybody else eventually. Shrine of Apollo. Are you Yulia? You must be. You are Lucretia. Is there anything around here I can take a look at before I talk to you? Old chest. Locked. Okay. Maybe we'll get a key for that. Medical tools. Forceps and shears. Mortar and pestle. Haven't changed much in the last 2 millennia. Got another golden statue here. Where did these golden statues come from? Are they from the last civilization that was here? That'd be interesting. Alright, let's talk to Lucretia.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned. She needs the resin of a plant called Silphium, but that Culus cumulatus Decius won't give it to me.
Sorry, I wish I could help. Wait, where's Decius? Where can I find Decius?
She just slipped away.
Are you kidding me?
She was poisoned. She came in here frothing at the mouth. Normally, I'd treat her with resin of Silphium, a rare plant which is perfect for this sort of thing. And I knew Decius had some at his market stall, right around the corner. So I ran over there, but he just looks at me with this evil smile and says, "That'll be 1,000 denarii." There was no way I could afford that, and he knew it. Then that toad shrugs and says, "Supply and demand. I guess you don't value your friend's life that highly." Anywhere else, I'd just pay a thug to steal it from his stall, but there's no way I can do that down here with the golden rule. So all I could do is come back here and just watch her die. I kept on apologizing. And now I'll never know who poisoned her, or how they managed to do it without breaking the golden rule, or why she cursed that snake's cruel black eyes with her dying breath.
Is there something I can do to help?
Unless you have the power to bring someone back from the dead, there's really just one thing you can do. Get me that Silphium resin. I'm going to have another patient in here soon. Could be in the next day, or in the next hour. And I will not allow this to happen again. I don't care how you get it, but you have to make it happen. Because if I lose another patient this way, I swear to the gods below, not even the golden rule will stop me from marching up to that Genetricum Fututo and scratching his eyes out.
Okay, I'll get right on it. I'll see what I can do. That's dangerous talk. I'll get right on it.
Come back if you get sick or injured. Day or night, I'll do what I can.
Alright, let's go talk to Decius. I really hope this is not Yulia, because if this is Yulia, I'm gonna be real upset. Alright, let's go. We needed to talk to her. Alright, Decius. What can we do for you to give us the Silphium?
Salve, stranger, and welcome to our
You look
idyllic
shady.
little slice of the Empire. I'm Decius. Terrible shame what happened to Yulia, but we just have to carry on, don't we?
Wow, that was Yulia. Ooh, okay. So, what's your
How did I
story?
end up here?
Let's chat him up
That
first.
is a lengthy tale.
Let's hear it.
Well, you see, I'm in the business of procuring rare and precious objects liberated from the enemies of Rome. Mostly sculptures, vases, the occasional slave, fetch a magnificent price in Roman high society. Had myself a nice little shop in Rome just off the Forum, lots of foot traffic and close to the docks. Good place to be when the fires broke out. See, about 7 months ago, half of Rome caught on fire. Everyone who couldn't get to an outer gate was running for the river, open to escape by barge. So I gathered my coins and some priceless vases into a cart and had my most loyal slave girl, pretty young thing named Acantha, push it for me. All the way down to the river, I'm elbowing for a stampede of people, turning back now and then to make sure she hasn't legged it with my valuables. But, to my surprise, we make it, and I see this barge loading up, and it's so full it's almost sinking. But the captain's happy to take my coin, so I start boarding, and then he puts his hand on my chest and he says, "No, too heavy. The cart or the girl." So I did what anyone would have done.
You chose the
Of
cart.
course I chose the cart. I mean, I can always buy a new slave girl if I still have my money. So I put my hand on the cart, and I guess she realised what was happening because those pretty black eyes of hers go all wide. And in one swift motion, she topples the whole bloody thing into the Tiber.
So you took her with you after all? I think I see where this is going.
I dived in after it, hoping to salvage my fortune. Only, I guess I must have hit my head or something, because everything went black. When I came to, I'd washed up on the riverbank not far from here, with nothing in the world but a single silver coin.
Maybe all these people are already dead because of something that they did that was sinful. Maybe this is like... What is it? Hades? Maybe we're all in Hades already. Commiseration, sounds you got what you deserved.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, sure, I'd lost a few thousand denarii, but I've already made it back, and this place is a veritable treasure trove. Look around you. There must be more gold in here than in the treasury of Rome. If I can just figure out how to get it out of here.
Alright. You don't know a way out of here, or you would have just said something. What do you think of the golden rule?
Inflation is what it is. There's so much gold just lying around, it's practically worthless. At least down here. Of course, I have an idea for generating real wealth, but what I need is a bow. Just a simple composite bow. I've scoured this city from top to bottom with no luck. But if you happen to find one, bring it to me and we'll talk.
I'm not getting you a bow. I'll see what I can do. Hasn't the magistrate banned weapons?
Technically yes, but that just means you'll need to be a little discreet.
I'm not getting you a bow.
On anything yet. Just sleep on it, yeah?
Alright, I need some Sylphian resin.
All I ask is a reasonable price of 1,000 denarii.
How would I come up with 1,000 denarii? You're price gouging over life-saving medicine. What's wrong with you? How would I come up with that?
Concern. But if you get a job, work hard, and save your coins, you should be able to afford it within, say, 5 years? Oh, it's perfectly
You're price
legal.
gouging?
Simply a question of supply and demand, I'm afraid. Take it or leave it. Hear what?
Did you hear that? Never mind. We're gonna have to steal
You're
it.
feeling all right. If you're hearing things, perhaps you should pay a visit to Lucretia's clinic. We don't want another Navia on our hands.
What happened to
The
Navia?
statues were whispering to her. Nobody else could hear it. Then she shut herself in the palace and we never heard from her again. But I digress. Do you want this Sylphium or not?
How about I just take it instead?
Well, if you did that, you'd break the golden rule, and we'd share the same fate as the last lot who lived here. Is that what you want?
That's what I thought. I suppose you're right. Is that what you want? If not, then hand them over now. You don't know that for sure. I'll take my chances.
Don't you dare.
What's this whisper trying to do to me? Alright, what happens if I walk in here? Oh, it's right there. Okay, well, let's take a look around. A small household shrine where ancient Romans offered daily prayers for protection. Shopping list. Things to buy once I've escaped. Oh, interesting. Alright, we have a bust. Who's this a bust of? Minerva. God of strategy. Locked chest. Can you pickpocket in this game? I wonder. Let's see. Nope, just says talk to him. I wonder if there's a day and night cycle.
I bet it's worth a fortune.
You can't really see me. You can, though.
Hey, Virgil, how much would you want to make me a bow?
For the last time, Dacius, I'm not making you a bow.
But why?
I wonder how I can
You
take
know
this.
why.
But how am I going to defend myself against someone else with a weapon?
There are no other weapons in the city. We all went along with the magistrate's weapons ban, so it wouldn't be an issue.
That's why I've got to get in first before someone else beats me to it.
Stop talking, guys. I want to steal this. Okay, good. Alright, you go that way.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Really? Wow. Okay, so it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. They'll know I stole something regardless. I don't even have to be seen. Interesting. Well, that's good to know. At least we know what happens if we break a rule. Jesus. So, what did we learn? So even if I stole those coins from the chest, it would have broke the golden rule. And now we're back. Wonder what happens if you never steal anything. Looper. Loop through time once. Hey.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling...
I'm gonna skip this. We've had this conversation before.
I don't think so. I've never seen you before in my life.
Come on. Your name is Galerius, and you're about to offer to take me to Cincy so you can tell me about the golden rule.
I guess, how much did I drink last night? Sorry to have bothered you.
No problem, I have to
since
go.
You seem to be in a hurry. You should try out this device I made. Worked real hard on it.
Oh, thank you.
Just attach the pulley to the rope over the lake and hang on to the handles. If it works, it'll be faster than walking.
Cool.
And if it doesn't work, worst thing that can happen is you'll take a swim in the lake. I haven't quite summoned the courage to test it myself. But don't worry, it's completely safe.
Stop talking. I gotta go.
Probably. All
Thanks,
right.
I'll be going now.
See you around.
Move, move, move. Zipline. Alright, let's go. This way. No, this way. Alright, I'm coming, Yulia. You will survive. Open. Here.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned. She needs the resin of a plant called Silphium, but that Culus cumulatus Decius won't give it to me.
Here,
What?
take it.
Quick, give it here. Yulia, you need to swallow this. Here.
This is
let me
cool. I
help
like
you.
this.
Hopefully, in a moment, she should be able to breathe normally. That was extraordinary. How did you know she needed this exact thing, and at this exact moment? Are you some kind of oracle?
I'm a time traveler. Honestly, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. I heard she got sick earlier and went to find medicine. You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
If you don't want to tell me, I won't look a gift horse in the mouth. But no matter. That was like the gods hearing my prayers and intervening. You just saved a person's life, and you
Medic.
should be proud of yourself. She might even be able to thank you herself in a few moments. And maybe she can tell us who poisoned her, and who she meant when she was muttering about that snake's cruel black eyes. In the meantime, I'm happy to help you with whatever it is you need.
I wonder what would happen if we didn't grab the stuff and just let her stay dead. I don't know. That's interesting.
I'm
What's your
Lucicia,
story?
and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not a physician. This is Nevia's clinic. I've just been filling in ever since she disappeared. I'm tired and out of my depth and miserable all the time. But I'd rather take this on myself than let one of you lot mess it up.
How'd you end up here? Why are you working out of her shrine? Tell me more about Navia.
Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician, but she was the closest thing we had down here. And she was good, too. Until she suddenly lost all interest in us. One day she told me she'd made some profound discovery about the golden statues. This changes everything, she kept saying. But I had no idea what she was talking about. The last time I saw her, the last time any of us saw her, she was muttering to the statues, like she could talk to them. And then she shut herself in the palace, barred the door from the inside, and nobody's seen her since. She's been gone so long now, we figure she's either dead or up to something so strange that she doesn't want anyone else to know about it. But I really wish I could reach her, because that's the only hope I have of solving a troubling problem, a real thorn in the paw situation. One of my patients is suffering from terrible rheumatism. His joints are inflamed and he's in constant pain.
Who? Go on.
He's become so irritable that the smallest things set him off, and I worry he'll end up losing his temper and lashing out, and you know what that means. I just know Navia would know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. But nobody seems to know how to get into the palace.
Alright. I'll see what I can do.
I suppose.
Do you know a way out of here? What do you think of the Golden
I
Rule?
wish. Some people here need proper medical care, not the half-baked, hanging by a thread excuse for treatment I'm giving them. Just don't get sick or injured here. I'll do my best to treat you, but I'm out of my depth and dangerously short on everything you can imagine.
Alright, fair enough. What do you think of the Golden
A
Rule?
city without sin might sound good on paper, but whoever dreamt it up didn't think it through. Maybe it was an attempt to create some kind of utopia. But snakes like Decius will always find loopholes to exploit. And what can we do about it? Absolutely nothing. In some ways, we are worse off because we can't take the law into our own hands.
So at least we know the Golden Rule is true. All the statues came alive and tried to kill us. I keep hearing the statues whispering. Is that normal?
Oh no. Sorry, I don't mean to worry you, but no, that is definitely not normal. There was one other person who claimed she could hear the statues talking to her. But that was Navia, and she went a little mad.
Alright, forget I said
About
anything.
what?
Can we talk about Yulia?
Sure. What do you want to know?
Did you hear her say anything about her escaping?
How did you know that? Yes, she did mutter something about the only way out. A few times, but nothing more than that, I'm afraid.
Do you think she was poisoned or was it
Do
self-inflicted?
you really want to know? I mean, if somebody poisoned her, then surely they would have broken the golden rule, and so maybe it's best we don't discuss it.
So does that mean that if it was self-inflicted, that suicide is not part of the Golden Rule? Interesting.
Gladly.
Or maybe it was accidental. Alright, I'll be
That's a
going now.
shame. Thanks again for saving Yulia's life. Apollo smiles upon you.
Can I talk to her? Hey, you're up. Hi, Yulia.
Oh, it's you. Sorry, I'm still a bit out of it. But thanks for trying to help me, I suppose. Was there something you wanted? Lucretia says I'm supposed to rest.
I need to talk about Scintilla.
As
What
much
happened
as
to
I'm
you?
grateful that you tried to help me, it's just not safe for me to talk about it. Please, no more questions.
I want to know how someone poisoned you without breaking the Golden Rule.
The Golden Rule. That's the least of my worries. The gods may be cruel, but Malleolus and Claudia are far crueler.
Is that who
Please,
poisoned you?
Just leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. I can't help unless you tell me what happened. Alright, let's
Thank
talk about
you.
something else. Do you know anything about Scintilla's
No.
disappearance?
I did hear from Ulpius that she disappeared. It's very sad. She was such a lovely young woman. But I'd been locked in Malleolus' villa for months before she went missing, so I can't help you, I'm afraid.
Since you had mentioned you were planning to escape a few months ago.
I was. And look where it got me.
So I'm guessing she was a slave of Malleolus, and he tried to kill her when she tried to escape?
I can tell you, but it's a long story.
I have all the time in the
Right.
world.
I'd been here about a week when it dawned on me I'd be trapped here for the rest of my life. I could hardly breathe, and I knew I had to get out somehow. So when my new friend Aurelia offered me a secret way out, I would have done anything. And then I learned her asking price. 1,000 denarii. She was supposed to be my friend. I told her it would take me years to save up that much. So she suggested I take out a loan from Malleolus. And I did.
Why would he lend you so much money, thinking you'd be out of here before you ever had to pay back the loan?
I had to sign an agreement, saying I'd work off the debt over 30 years. But I figured I'd be out of here so soon it wouldn't matter. I paid Aurelia, and she gave me her so-called way out. Do you want to know what it was? Hemlock. Drink this,
It's a poison.
she said, and you'll be out of here in no time. Of course, I demanded my money back, but she refused. She pointed to a sign on her tavern saying, "Let the buyer beware." Then she just looked at me with those cruel black eyes, and she laughed. She immediately told Malleolus I'd tried to escape without paying him back. Only, he didn't seem upset or surprised at all. In fact, he just thanked her. And that's when I realized the two of them had planned the whole thing from the beginning.
Nope, that makes sense. Surely that would have broken the golden rule. Did you try to get out of it?
Of course. I went to Sentius and begged for help, but he said the law was clear. I'd signed over my labor for 30 years and there was nothing he could do. I thought about resisting too. But Malleolus said if I didn't submit, I'd break the golden rule. And I couldn't be responsible for all those deaths, so he locked me in his villa. Confiscated everything I owned as collateral, and made me wear immodest, humiliating outfits while I worked day in,
Of course.
day out. His wife Claudia was just as bad. She set me to work on an endless stream of futile, demeaning tasks. I'd be on my hands and knees, scrubbing the floor clean for hours, only for her to pour slop on it and hiss, "You missed a spot." Those two took everything from me. But they forgot to confiscate one thing. My hemlock.
So you poisoned
I
yourself.
just wanted it to be over. But it seems I messed that up too. Should have drunk all of it.
I'm so sorry to hear that. You're not exactly innocent in all this.
I brought it on myself. I trusted one of the most callous human beings I've ever met, and tried to swindle the other. I don't know how I could have been so stupid.
So what'll happen to you now?
When I've recovered, I expect their thug Domitius will come for me. He'll escort me back to their villa, and I'll be right back where I started. Only this time, I won't be able to lull myself to sleep at night with the thought of a permanent solution. Honestly, it would have been better if the poison had been allowed to run its course.
Well, that sucks. Can I do
doubt
anything
it.
to help?
It seems this is the fate the gods have chosen for me, for trying to escape. At least until someone breaks the golden rule. maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
I have a better idea. How much would it cost to buy your freedom?
A lot. But it doesn't matter. I made a suicide pact with Ulpius last night. He's in exactly the same position as I am. Malleolus and Aurelius set the same trap for him a month after they did it to me. He and I are in this together. He's probably already thrown himself from the bluff into Malleolus's villa by now. If so, I'd never be able to live with myself, knowing I broke my promise to him.
Perhaps I can help him too.
I doubt you could make it up to the bluff in time. I don't know who you are, or why you seem so determined to help me, but thank you.
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
But please don't take too long.
Alright, we're gonna go.
Alright. Thank you again for saving my life.
So should we rush over and try to save this guy from jumping? Maybe. Alright, let's see if we can do that before we end this episode. So let's see. If we have to break the rule again, we might just have to leave him dead. So let's see, let's track this mission. Alright, so we have to pay... Let's pay this guy, let's see what happens. Let's get inside this temple.
Malleolus isn't receiving visitors at the moment, it being election day.
Yep, about that tribute.
What have you got for me?
Here's 100 denarii.
Julio mio. Just make it good.
Is that not what you want?
Hey,
Here's 10 denarii.
Futuarius. Just make it good.
Okay, so you don't want money.
If you set one foot in that villa without permission, I'll skin you alive, you pusilla semitarius mocus.
Okay, cool. What's this say? Sentius and Malleolus. Same excrement, different smell. That's funny. Let's go down here.
You're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you?
Yes, why?
Nobody's told you about Hannibal? Ugh, why do I have to do everything round here? So, there was this guy called Hannibal, right? Funny accent. Used to go down into the cisterns looking for junk he could clean up and sell. One day, a few weeks back, he comes out and tells me the cisterns are haunted. Said he could hear spirits wailing. Of course, nobody believed him, because who trusts a Carthaginian, right? Anyway, a few days later, he goes back in. And hours go by, and he hasn't come back out, yeah? So I go down after him, and it's dark. But in the distance, I can just make out his body, sprawled out on the ground, and hunched over him was something that made my blood run cold. No word of a lie, I saw a creature. Like the corpse of a man who'd been flayed, and it was eating Hannibal.
What did you do? Wouldn't that have broken the golden rule? What did you do?
Any sane person would have done. I legged it out of there and put a sign at the door to warn the others.
That's a great story, but I'm still going
Without
down
a
there.
Weapon? Well, it's your funeral.
Okay. So I think maybe we'll check out the cisterns in the next episode. Yeah, maybe our flashlight will help. We'll see. If we die, we die. But anyways, that's going to bring us to the end of this episode. If you all enjoyed it, please leave a like, consider subscribing. If you didn't, however, leave a comment. Let me know why. If you ever want to get in contact with me, you can follow on Twitter at Panaorios Gaming, or you can join the Discord, which is in the description of any of my videos. But with that said, I will see you all in the next one. Later.